up, get up. It's your boy Karl Kirk again. So today we do actually have some real shade. It's basically not as sunny as it's been lately. Definitely today starts our first day of our 7-day fast. So we want to go to 6 o'clock if possible without basically eating anything. Again, if you can't make it to 6, try to make it to 3. If you can't make it to 3, try to make it to 1. If you can't make it to 1, try to at least make it to 12. But on those occasions, we still just want to eat one meal for the day, if all possible. And if you just gotta eat something, try to at least drink as much water as you can so that you're not mistaking hunger for thirst. So again, we want to hit that because a lot of times we think we're hungry when in reality we're just thirsty. So you have to drink that water, and it'll let you know. Basically, if you drink a bottle or 2 of water or a cup or 2, 1 or 2 cups of water, and you still feel hungry, then that's actual hunger. But you don't want to put food in the place of where you actually need fluids. So basically, today, you just want to keep yourself busy up until 6 o'clock so you don't really focus on that. And the other thing is too, is basically, once you get around that 5 o'clock mark, if you're going out to eat, you can basically start heading out to eat because it'll take about preparation time. Depending on, I guess, how far a restaurant is from you. I guess some of us could be 5 minutes from a restaurant that we want to eat at. But whatever you're going to do, you can start prepping in at 5. And it kind of, builds up some excitement, and then you'll feel like you kind of earned that meal at 6 o'clock. So now, what do we do with our children on these times? What I would say is during this time is kind of try to plan if you have children so that it won't be a big distraction for you not eating. If they're probably going to want to enjoy that same meal with you, so probably try to let them eat lightly. Don't give them a whole lot of heavy things throughout, and try to plan that out if you can. Don't make any stops to McDonald's on these 7 days, nothing like that. Not unless that's your planned meal for the end of the day. So I hope everybody's still doing well. I'm happy with my results. I'm in my 30s, which is where I want to be. Definitely after the fast, if you're able to make it to 6, you're pretty much going to lose about 5. At least you should lose about 4 to 5 pounds for sure in these 7 days. Most people will probably lose more, but again, just depending. If you already have a smaller stature and you already have a high metabolism, you may not lose that amount, but you're definitely gonna have some gains. You're definitely gonna have progress in this week. So we're starting here, which is July the 1st, and then I know July 4th coming up. But if you can, save that barbecue until 6 o'clock. And basically you can just have fun with it on that day. But if you're not able to make it, again, try to 3 o'clock. If you can't make it to 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. If you can't do 1, do 12. And then basically what'll happen is, as the months go by, you'll eventually be capable of doing the full 7 days. Even me at first, man, I started out, I think I've been doing the fast for probably like 2 years. But the problem that I had is once I would come off the fast, I didn't have that extra part in there where I was eating vegetables basically throughout the day. I was still eating bad when I got off that 7 day. So I was seeing the gains. I was losing the 5 pounds, but then basically everything would come back because I was just still eating whatever after the 7 days. So the difference that I have found is when I was doing the 21-day fast in December, I was seeing the great change in there, because when I did that for 21 days, and that's a lot of days just to be eating fruits, vegetables, and nuts. But I saw, like, even in a week, I was doing really good. And then my health, everything was good. Like, you go to the bathroom less at night, it's like just a big difference. And you can tell your body is reacting to you doing the right thing for your body. So basically, that's how I came to the conclusion of the Karl Kirk meal plan, is that you have to eat enough fruits and vegetables. Definitely you have to cut off bread. I don't even think I've been eating bread in a while. I'm not sure when the last time I ate bread, to be honest with you. But I hadn't ate bread in a while. At least not bread like a bun or something like that. Now, I did eat some boudin balls, so I'm pretty sure they put like a little bit of cornbread, something in there or something. So, but over the most, that helps a lot too. Basically cutting back on those carbs. But again, that's how we came up with the plan, is that basically if you're eating fruits and vegetables the majority of the month, you basically still have I would say you still have a 7, basically you have still 13, 14 days where you can eat whatever, right? And then, so basically you have another 16 days where you have to kind of eat the right things, right? So I think that's a pretty cool balance, right? It's almost 50-50. And I'm pretty sure if you did 50-50, you still get the results. But we'll look at that. And then also too, we'll talk about maintenance once we get to our goals. So if you get to the weight that you want to be at and you don't want to lose anymore, so we'll address that too later. Like I said, we have a doctor and a nutritionist that we're going to be working with that will kind of help us through all of those particulars. So on how to basically keep that moving. What we'll have to do moving forward is basically just, like I said, you have to work on all those distractions. One of those distractions definitely going to be families. I had somebody in my house, when I went home, they had basically cooked some other type of foods when I was on my basically all vegetable day. And so what I had to do is I had to basically try to ignore the food that was there. So basically, too, another way I guess you have to do is sometimes you have to just work around the people that you have in your home. I would have preferred that after they finished eating it, they would have put the food up, so then that way I wouldn't have been focused on that particular food. But life happens, and you have to work around obstacles of people who basically have something else going on, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody doesn't want to put effort and time into eating healthy and exercising, but those same people may be putting, effort into doing other things in their life that they feel or that they deem more important, which I don't think anything is wrong with that. I think we all get one life, and I think that basically, we've given the opportunity to decide, which things are more important to us, and in the end, I don't think anything's wrong with that. Everybody doesn't put value on the same thing, which makes us human. And not only human, but it makes us great, because we don't have to all like the same thing. And we don't have to all kill each other either because of that. So we ought to accept other people's differences, even if we don't agree with it, even if we don't feel like it's the best choice. Basically, you can give people advice, but if they take their advice, that's good. If they don't take their advice, that's still good. Because in the end, you just love the person where they're at, not where you want them to be. And that's one thing I'm learning. So ultimately, that's life. So back off of that horse. The main thing is that, again, today does start our fast. It does start our day where we're basically going to go until 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, to 6 o'clock. I don't think some of us are going to make it to 7, but we'll go to 6 o'clock. And then once we make it to 6 o'clock, you're home. And basically just enjoy your meal. Enjoy, that one day of victory that you made it through. And I'm hoping everybody makes it. But again, like I said, do your best. So if you have to, go with the 3. Go with 6 first of all, foremost. Then next be your 3 o'clock. Then next will be your 1. And then next your 12. But those are the steps I even had to take too, to be honest with you, when I first started years ago. But like I said, I didn't really until a couple of years ago was when I actually became successful with it. But then again, I still wasn't getting all the gains I wanted. And the reason for that was because I didn't do what I needed to do after the fast. After the fast, I would just go back to basically trying to eat good, but not being real successful with it. And man, especially you're hungry, going to the gas station, you grab some chips, you're like, oh, these chips are just 240 calories. It's all good. Well, it was never all good. Those chips do more damage than you think. And then sometimes you get a chocolate candy bar and you're like, hey, well, chocolate is healthy for you. Did all of that. Hey, it's only 120 calories. All that stuff, no good. It's all that stuff is okay. I think, if you, maybe once a week or something like that. But the truth is you have to be considerate of your body and what you're putting in your body each time to make everything work. But if not, you're gonna mess up and you're gonna end up having a hard time basically trying to reach your goals. And sometimes when we get frustrated in reaching our goals, we just quit. Quitting is not what we want to do. So that's why I'm actually posting these videos basically every day. Although the video guys, they do a lot of video work, so they're being patient with them. I don't really complain that they don't edit a little bit faster so we can get the films out there sooner, but they do a good job and I'm proud of them and I appreciate them, and they're worth every penny. So but for the most part, again, guys, let's stick to it. I know it's day one, and for some people who this is their first time around, I know it's going to be a little harder than it is for the rest of us. Keep working it out. Keep getting those gains. Keep getting on the scale. Keep working on your sleep schedule if you can. I know, like, now that you're trying to work on your sleep schedule, it makes it even harder than it normally is. But just push yourself to try to get into bed. I would say about 9:30, even if you're not falling asleep. And then basically too, try to do calming type things, even if you're not asleep. So if it's listening to jazz music, watching a show, something funny or something like that, but just get in a relaxing mode. Don't get into something real serious before you go to bed. Even if it's your children or your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, let them know, hey, you know what? Can we talk about that tomorrow? Don't go to bed in a stressful situation. It's going to affect what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, whatever it is, it can wait for tomorrow. So be as stress-free as you can going to bed. Whatever the problem is, it'll be there tomorrow. And you'll fix it tomorrow, or you won't fix it, or you'll address it. But either way, your rest is more important so that you do have the ability and capability to do your best in addressing the situation. But make your 9 o'clock off duty to any stress time. So this your boy Karl Kirk. Always want to come give you guys my best 15. my first 15, and we'll see you at the top. Keep pushing through. I know you can make it to 6 o'clock. So don't give up. Get up, get up, get up.